Hello, my name is Jeff Hass. I am the owner and operator of Ecno Digital. We are a consulting company specializing in IT management, program and project management, specifically in regard to agile transformations and helping organizations through that whole process. In addition, I do own some other e-commerce companies, and while owning those, and also this consulting company, I started using a lot of AI automations, AI agents, um, and I've implemented those. And I'm using these videos to show others because I think they're very, very helpful for you personally, or if you have a business. These automations can save you a ton of time and money. Um, so you can actually, especially as a business owner, you can focus on uh, the important tasks that matter most. So you can push these off to the side and they'll run automatically for you. So hopefully that you get value out of this one. So for today, I'm going to be showing you a Facebook leads AI automation in Make.com. Um, there's all different types of automation tools like Make.com, Zapier. N8N is there as well. That might be the best one, but it's more technical for more technical people. No code or low code tool like Make.com is extremely easy to use. I do have a link in my bio if you do want to check it out. They do have a free plan. And I do have the template for this automation that we're going to go through today. So you can just comment template if you want that template. Be happy to provide that to you. And then also, we do offer free consultations. So if you are interested, go to our website and sign up. Anyway, so for today's automation, I am going to go through Facebook ads automation. So if you've ever run Facebook or Meta ads for Instagram and Facebook, you know that you have to go into your ad account, and every time you get a new lead, or if you go in there once a week to download all of your leads, you have to go in, download a CSV, copy it to wherever else you want to go. However, I'm going to show you today how you can automate all of that. So first, I'll show you how if you have already been running ads, you don't have to do this if you haven't run any yet. But if you have started running them, you can pull over all of your ads to, I'm going to show you with a Google Sheet. Now, you can link and, and extract all of your ads to any type of application or CRM that you have. In this example, I'm using Google Sheets, but I also, you can add a router and go to a Google Sheet and another app like MailChimp, HubSpot, Monday.com. There's the sorry, not the opportunities, but the options are really endless as long as it's in Make.com, which I believe most are. So you can set it up so you can, anytime a lead goes into your Meta ads, it'll automatically go to Google Sheets or whatever application you set up. But in today's example, I'll show you how to do that. So first, I'll show you how to set it up and move all the leads that are out there to your Google Sheet. And then number two, I'll show you how to set up once all those are over there, you can set up one that triggers. So every time you get a new ad, or sorry, not a new lead in your ad account, it'll directly and just trigger and run automatically and go to your Google Sheet or whichever application you set up to sync it with. And then number three, I've already gone through this in another video, but it was a cold lead generator. But these are more warm leads. But you can use that same template to connect your Google Sheet to and send emails out on a daily basis, weekly basis, however, or just run it ad hoc, where it will pick up all of the leads that go into your Google Sheet and send out an email to contact those contacts that signed up in your ads. So as leads. So, anyways, without further ado, let's get into it. Thanks. Okay, so here we go. So let's get into this. I'm going to show you three different kind of automations, with one being the main automation to trigger from your Meta ad account to a Google Sheet, or you can use a CRM of your choice. This first one here that I'm on is the Facebook lead ads module, the list lead. So this, number one, this is the one that's going to, if you have an existing Meta lead or Meta ad account with a list of existing leads, you would use this module in the Google Sheet that you're going to use. to take those existing leads to the Google Sheet. And then the second part will be adding a different module for Facebook lead ads. And essentially what it's going to do is just whenever you have a new lead come in, it's going to automatically trigger this automation and go to the Google Sheets. And then the third one is more of an email. So you can set up, and I showed this in a previous YouTube tutorial where it was geared more towards cold leads. So, and LinkedIn, adding them to a Google Sheet and then sending an email. Well, these are more like warm leads. They're taking action on Facebook or Instagram ad that you've created, giving you their name and email address. And so it works a little bit differently, but the lead generation email automation will work in the same manner. You'll just update this Google Sheet instead of using the cold lead Google Sheet that we used in that tutorial. So anyways, let's get into it. The first one here, we've got the list leads. So you're just going to connect your Facebook account, your page and your form, and then you can put on here like what your limit is for the number, it really depends on the number of leads that you have existing already. So you can go save. Then in the Google Sheets, we're just going to set up, go to settings again. And again, you're going to have to connect to your Google account and your spreadsheet ID. And I'm just going to use sheet 3 for this example, just to add them there. And we're just taking all of the columns that are in there. And then the status O, I actually do in the spreadsheet have a column there for, this is basically goes back to the email that we're going to send out. We're going to add not sent to status O. So whenever these come in, it's going to update status O to not sent. So when we send out the emails, it knows that an email has not been sent out to these leads yet. Okay, so that's updated. So everything's updated. Now, all we need to do is run this once. It's been added. Let's go to our Google Sheet. And we can see here everything was added. It's got updated to not sent. And the name and the email, that's the most important part here to get added. So yeah, so that part's done. So now I think we can go to the next portion, which this is your meta. So your meta ad leads get added automatically, so triggered. So it's really going to be set up the same way, except I can't show you because this it's triggered by a lead. So you just have to go to settings. You're going to add a new webhook here. I just select all the fields that are in your Meta account. Click Save. And then we're going to go in here again, your Google Sheet. And again, we're going to select, you'll connect to your Google account, put in your spreadsheet ID, the sheet you want to use, sheet 1, 2, or 3, and if they contain headers. And again, we want to add the not sent. That. And again, I can't really show you this portion because it works on the trigger. So if there's nothing out there, it's not going to run. So we have that there. And so last I'll go to is, now this is the email. So once you've moved all of your existing leads over, once if you're getting leads out, I don't know how often you want to run this. You can run this every week, every day, depending on how many leads you get out there, I guess. So you could just look back at your account and see how many leads you have to send emails to, or you can run it on an ad hoc basis. You don't have to. In make.com, it makes it easy where you can have this whole custom schedule. I think I have it set up just once a week, send the email out to all of the leads that are out there. For this example, again, we're just going to go through here and set everything up. So again, settings, you want to make sure you connect to your Google account, your spreadsheet ID. For this example, I'm going to go to sheet 2. And again, it's going to make sure that status O equals not sent and that there is an email and it's not equal to NA. So there's an email that it's going to send it to. Save that. We're using this Perplexity model to create the kind of create the email or message that you want to send out to your prospective clients. So we have the full name, your task, create an email in the following format, output this template exactly without anything added. So this is hi, and then you can add your own tailored message here and what you want to put in your email, and then you're going to save it. Next, we'll go to our send email module. So this is where we're sending your email. So you'll set up again, you just have to connect to your Google account in this section here when you're setting it up for the first time. And then you connect to the email that's in the Google Sheet and the subject line for the email. So hi or FYI to, and it has their full name, and add your subject that you want to add to your message and that you added in Perplexity. You click save. And again, we want to make sure that this is updated. So really the only thing that's doing with this is just updating the sheet, and it's just updating this. And we want to use sheet 2 because that's what we're using for this example. And down here, status or O is updated to sent. Okay, so all the settings have been updated correctly. So I can run this for you really quick. I just sent this. I'm just sending this to myself for now. Sheet 2. So not sent. And that's just my name and our support email. So I'll show you that, and I'll run it now back in Make. So run once. All right, so everything's been updated. We should get a ding that I got an email here in a second. It has updated the status to sent. Here is the email. So you can see here, this is to my name, and you can see this is the message that we saw in the Perplexity module and all of my information. So all of that's there. I'm receiving the email in the right way, so it's working properly. So again, this is a really, really easy email or automation to make, to email, to get lead into your, like I said earlier, it does not have to be a Google Sheet. You can connect this if you have an existing CRM. It's a great way to automate all of your meta ads into your CRM or Google Sheet automatically, and saves you time. I went a little bit slower, but this literally takes no more than 5 to 10 minutes for you to set up, as long as you have all of your connection information. And once you set it up, it's automatically triggered. So you just set it up once and don't have to think about it. And you'll get all of your leads in one place without having to take the time to download a CSV file and then copy it over to a Google Sheet or your CRM. It takes all of the manual work out of it. So hopefully this is helpful for you. Take a look at our channel, subscribe. We have a lot of different automations out there and a lot more coming. Check out our website. If you do need help or assistance with any type of AI education or selecting AI tools, consulting, what have you, sign up on our site. We have a free consultation that we can